Hello, Warrior. My name is Lawrence Stone, and I'm the basic trainer, and I want to establish a rhythm to your vision. So this week I want to talk to you about being a warrior and why I refer to you as a warrior. I understand that you may not be active military and what we commonly picture in our mind as what a warrior is. But you're going out every day and you're grinding and you're working and you're doing the best you can. This makes you a warrior because you're not willing to give up. A warrior is someone who, no matter how hard life knocks them down or pushes them around, if they're given another day to try again, they get up and they try again. And they push and they keep going. The quote I'm including this week is from Sun Tzu, who wrote The Art of War. And it said, "Victory is reserved for those who pay the price." For those willing to pay the price, excuse me. And that's who you are. That's how I see you. That's how I try to be and who I am. I am trying and fighting to pay the price for victory, to keep moving forward. And it doesn't matter what you're working on. Is maybe you're working on improving your career or hitting financial stability. Maybe you're looking for love or how to interact better with your family. Maybe you're just looking for identity. Maybe you're fighting an actual disease. And maybe you have lots of noises going off all around you while you're trying to create a video. But you keep moving forward and you keep working at it so that you can obtain the victory. You are paying the price for the victory. And I'll tell you, I look back on my life, things that have knocked me down, not being able to find a job, finding a job and then failing miserably at it and finding myself financially destitute, loss of a child, almost lost my wife at one point. I look at feeling like I finally got a great job and then finding out that job's working me 60 to 80 hours a week, and then eventually quitting that job because I worked 4 weeks in a row without a day off, 7 days a week. And then going out and having another child after losing a child, and then that child being born with a life-threatening disease. And then continuing forward and finally finding a job and a career and a pathway that makes you feel good, makes you feel happy, and you're getting some stability, and then feeling inspired to give it all up and start all over. And in the meantime, dealing with a stillbirth, and then deciding to move to another state and starting all over, and then finally building something there, and then feeling inspired to start all over again. And sometimes you just, you might say, well, some of those are my own fault because I chose to start all over. But I felt life calling me that way, and I finally got to the point where I get to do what I truly want to do. But as we're getting started with this, I'm talking to my wife about it, and she just worries, like, we keep starting all over. We keep getting knocked down and starting all over. Can we keep doing that? And I say, yes, we can. And I told her, no matter what happens, no matter how hard life's going to knock me down, no matter how hard it's going to be and how difficult it's going to get, I'm not going to lose hope. I'm going to get up every day and I'm going to be hopeful. I'm going to get ready. I'm going to drag my butt out the door if I have to. And I'm going to go to work and I'm going to fight to get things done. And I'm going to do so with gratitude in my heart and a smile on my face. Because I am going to be victorious. I am going to get there. I'm going to win. Because I'm doing what it takes. I'm doing what I have to. Okay? I am paying the price. Now, that doesn't mean do things unethical or immoral, or, it doesn't mean the ends justify the means. Like, you still got to be a good person. But pay the price and you'll get the victory. As I was getting ready to do this, I thought a lot about history. I like history a lot. And I think probably one of the most thought about battles in history is the Battle of Thermopylae. And many of you know the Battle of the 300. There was more than 300 there. But if you don't know the background, the Persians were going to come in and they were going to invade Athens. And Athens was terrified. At the time, Greece was a country, but they were all their own individual states, kind of in a confederacy. And they didn't care about each other. They didn't help each other out. In fact, a lot of times they fought with each other. But the Persians were a superpower. They were just going to come in. They came in, they wiped out countries. The survivors automatically had to join the army, and the armies just got bigger and bigger every time they took over another country. And so they were the dominant force in the world at that time. But in Greece, they had the Spartans. And one-on-one, man-on-man, the Spartans were the elite soldiers in the world. You didn't go up against a Spartan. They, from birth to death, their life was to be a soldier and to fight. And so Leonidas and the Spartans, in Athens, they were really worried because they're like, what are we going to do? And all the Greece knew was like, well, if Athens gets taken over, the rest of us are going to get taken over. So Athens was asking for help, and Leonidas and the Spartans came up and said, yeah, we'll help out. And then there were other Greek states that also assisted and offered soldiers. And I've heard estimates anywhere from 1,300 to 8,000 Greek soldiers were there. The numbers are just kind of all over the place. But needless to say, there were a lot more Persians coming than the Greeks had. And Leonidas knew that they couldn't take them all on in a regular upfront battle. He had to meet them in a place where they were restricted by the landscape as to how many soldiers could fight at the same time. And so they found this bottleneck, and they met the Persians at this bottleneck. And so that way it couldn't be all the soldiers against all the soldiers, it was limited soldiers. And in that way, the Greeks absolutely crippled the Persian army. And that was a traitor who did show the Persian army how to get around eventually, and the Persian army was able to destroy all of them and got through. But the Spartans and the people that Leonidas led did such significant damage to the Persians that by the time they got to Marathon, they couldn't win. They were done. And so we look at them as iconic soldiers who kept on fighting as long as they had a chance. They did not give up the fight. And even though they lost the battle in the end, the war was won because of their efforts. And when you look at Leonidas, before going to battle, he went and visited some priestesses. And they prophesied that he was going to die at Thermopylae. And he accepted that, he knew that, and he still willingly went in and fought because he's a warrior. But I've often wondered if somehow Leonidas believed that not only was he going to survive, but he was going to win this battle, would he have fought harder? Would he have been more careful about who he had there helping him? Would he have been able to look harder for a traitor? How could it have been different? Could he have even possibly won and beat the Persians right there? I want you to think about that. And then I want you to look at your life and what you're working on and what you're trying to accomplish. I don't want you to believe that this is going to destroy you. I want you to believe that you're going to accomplish it. I want you to believe that you are going to be victorious and you are going to survive. So I'm going to give you a little assignment to do in this week's email. I want you to sit down, pen and paper on your computer, however you want to do it, and you're going to write a letter to yourself from future you. Future you is going to write back and say, hey, congratulations. You made it. I'm where you want to be, and it feels so great. And you get to influence these people, and you're helping share your story with these people, and it's inspiring them, and your money is allowing you to do these kinds of things, and you're experiencing this with your family, and whatever it is you're working on. I want you to tap into the emotions of what that's going to feel like, and I want you to write it all down. And just say, I know you're struggling now, I know it's difficult, but I also know that you make it. So congratulations, keep fighting. And every time you're feeling down, discouraged, like you want to give up and you can't keep going, pull out that letter and remind yourself that future you already knows you got there. And future you is counting on you to keep going through this struggle. And so say, yeah, I know it's difficult now, but I make it. So the struggle is going to be worth it. This is going to be worth it. And keep moving forward. I know you can do it. You're going to do amazing things. You're going to influence a lot of people, starting with your family and those in your closest circle, and that influence is just going to spread out to others. I'm so excited for you and what you're going to accomplish. So go out and get it done. Have a great day. Hello again, Warrior. Since I'm new with my YouTube channel and building my following, I don't have a lot of sponsors yet, but this week my sponsor is myself, since it's my business. I am the Basic Trainer. You can find my website at thebasictrainer.com. Remember, that's basic with 2 S's, like a string bass. And I want to establish a rhythm to your vision, and I'm especially motivated with working with entrepreneurs, people who are just starting out with their business. I want to help make sure that your business starts and goes in the right direction. It's so much easier to do that at the beginning than course correct further down the road. So if you are an entrepreneur and you're getting started in your business, schedule a free discovery appointment. Go to my website, thebasictrainer.com. Remember, that's basic with 2 S's, like string bass or electric bass. Thebasictrainer.com. You can find a calendar there to schedule a free discovery appointment. I'd love to talk to you about getting your business started in the right direction. And also, this video was sent out a few weeks ago in an email that I send out once a week with a quick thought to help keep you going and help you stay focused on what you want to accomplish and what you want to do. And then a few weeks after I send out that email, I post these videos. So if you want to see the video when they first come out in that email, please get on and subscribe to my email. You'll notice at the beginning of the video, there was QR codes for both my website and my email. To sign up for my email, I'll include links in the comments below. Again, I'm Lawrence Stone. I'm the Basic Trainer. Let's get to work.